Hello again, Internet, and welcome back to Shadowrun Dragonfall. Where I last left off, I'd gotten myself situated and was planning and or preparing for further mission nonsense and just sort of wondering what in the fresh heck I was supposed to do next. So, well, first I'm going to poke the doggo. Hey, Dante. I'm gonna pet you. And so you bark at me and follow around. I'm just gonna get to this. Pop my jobs directory. Check on pending and active. Okay. MK Mark 6 extraction. Pay data, nope. Nope. That's about it. So, the only thing left to do is to do what I was going to in the first place, which is consult Paul. Amsel calls over shoulder at the sound of your approach. His eyes are glued to his computer's display. True neutral. Frau Müller should be on her way. But before you go to the meeting site, I have news. He glances at you, and his words trail off. On seeing the grave expression in your face, Amsel's voice becomes grave. It can wait. Tell me what has happened. Bad news. Man, someone's hunting us. They tried to ambush us on the U-Bahn. Amsel pauses, then gives a curt nod. Truth be told, I've been expecting that something like this might happen. I'm just glad you made it out alive. And one of them was carrying this around, this PDA thingy. Amsel takes the PDA from you and examines it. Yes. I should be able to extract some information from this. Give me a moment. Plugs the PDA into his computer and gets to work. A few moments later, he lets out a grunt of dismay. Well, True Neutral, I was able to recover a file, but unfortunately, that's all I was able to pull off of this thing. Well, anybody will, truth be told. It must have been running some kind of counter-intrusion software. The instant I gained access, it bricked itself. Amsel disconnects the useless PDA and drops it to the ground. It clatters to a rest on the metal floor. So, what'd you manage to pull off of it? A COM file. The audio is all there. It's all here, but it looks like we've only got video from one side of the conversation. Let's see what we have. He opens the file and a nightmarishly familiar face appears on the screen. Oh, God, it's you! Zaudron. Bachmeyer. The voice beats out from Amsel's speakers, filling the room. Audron here. What's your status? Bachmeyer's image is garbled, but his voice sounds young and eager. Target acquired, sir. You were right. We spotted him on the U-Bahn just like you said, probably on his way to a job. As per your instructions, we're going to take him out on his way back. He'll be more vulnerable that way. Hopefully injured and low on ammo, but only time will tell. Good man. Proceed as instructed. Will do. Kosman is rigging up an ambush spot now. We'll try to make it quick. The orc with the nightmare face nods. Send me a on when the job is done. Audron out. The image on the computer screen dies. Amsel turns to face you. Well, our scarred friend makes an appearance. True Neutral, I suspect that Green Winters' predictions are coming true. I believe that Verschwinge is behind this. Under Amsel's patient exterior, you can feel the worry that's eating at him. Be on your guard. You and the rest of your team, you made it through this attack relatively unscathed, but next time you might not be so lucky. At least we now have a name to put to the face. Audrun. That's not all we have. As I was saying when you first walked in, I've been productive as well. I was able to uncover some new evidence in your absence, and coincidentally enough, that evidence pertains to our scarred friend. As you might recall that I said I'd dig into Audrun's skin grafts. Well, I did, and that search has finally borne fruit. One of my contacts outside Berlin handles the paperwork for private hospitals all across Germany. It's a dull, boring job, but it does have its perks. Amsel pulls open a file on his computer. A medical chart opens up on the screen. As it turns out, our scarred friend's skin grafts were performed at a legitimate hospital after all. And thanks to Biotech 4, I am reading the charts. You glance over the chart with a trained eye. A few salient details leap out at you. Firstly, there's almost no personally identifying information listed on the chart. Apparently, Audrun was delivered to the hospital without any form of ID, and they were unable to find a listing for him in their medical database. His name is listed as Max Mustermann, local equivalent of John Doe. Secondly, his injuries are described in great detail. The prognosis was fairly grim. At the time of admission, Audrun had sustained third-degree burns over 60% of his body. Ugh. He had also been on the receiving end of massive blunt force trauma. 2 of his ribs were broken, and his pelvis was shattered. On top of these terrible wounds, he was also suffering from radiation toxicity. The charts suggest that his body had absorbed over 5,000 millisieverts of ionizing radiation. Without treatment, he almost certainly would have died. Finally, the date of admission catches your attention. Audrun was delivered to the hospital on the 25th of September, 2039. The admitting nurse estimated his age at the time to be 25. Amsel studies your face as you step back from the computer. Your thoughts? Hold nothing back. I'd like to hear everything that comes to mind. Audrun might have spent some time in the SOX. That radiation poisoning didn't happen by itself. Agreed. Over 50,000 millisieverts is a lot of exposure. Short of basking in the glow of an unshielded reactor, I don't know how he would have absorbed. Oh, crap. Alright, so Audrun was heavily irradiated, most likely from time spent in the SOX. What else does this tell you? All the burns sound like Dragonfire. But if the Firewing burned Audrun, why would he be working for her now? I don't think that Audrun is working for Firewing. I believe that he is serving her. On Greenwinter's second DVD, he mentions that there is a cult within the SOX that worships the Firewing. The Disciples of the Cleansing Fire. I believe that Audrun belongs to this cult. That is not good. There is little more dangerous than a crazed zealot. My thoughts exactly. A hireling can sometimes be bribed or reasons with. A pawn can be liberated. But if the Firewing soldiers look upon her as a goddess figure, nothing short of killing her will deter them. And even that might not stop them. So it is possible that Audrun is a dragon cultist. This seems to fit with much of the other information that we've uncovered. Any other red flags jump out? Do any other red flags jump out at you? The hospital couldn't ID the guy. Either somebody covered Strax's form or was living completely off-grid. Indeed, if Audrun were a denizen of the SOX, a glowpunk, his lack of identifying information would make sense. Amsel adjusts his glasses. It's a working theory, at any rate. So to sum up, Haldoran has probably spent time in CSOX. It's possible that he even lives there as a member of Schwinger's dragon cult, and he is after you. Amsel pauses for a moment before continuing. In my mind, all this reinforces one fact. We need to find Claire, and we need to do it fast. Agreed. Yeah, better find this guy. Good. And that's all the more reason to gather Alice's fee as quickly as possible. There's a buzzing sound from Paul's wrist. He lifts his hand to look at his PDA. And as luck would have it, Frau Mueller has arrived. Best of luck at the meeting, True Neutral. Remember, this is urgent. We need that money. I'm on it. Okay. I'll check in on the DVD. Oh, let me take a look what's on the DVDs. Second, we have a third DVD. I'll look at that before I hit the Mark 6. No, power down. And let me actually make the run over here. So I gotta talk with Frau Mueller first. Okay, 4K and a decent amount of karma to muck around with if I need any extra. And wow, yeah, I'm boosted somewhat. It's gonna be weird if I multi-class as heavily as I'm thinking. But given the amount of extra points I've got, it shouldn't be too hard. Okay. As you press your way forward through the cozy, smoke-filled confines of Cafe Sesve, you catch sight of Frau Mueller. She appears as I'm described, an impressive-looking woman of Aztechnology descent, with coffee-colored skin and dark, wavy hair. Everything about her screams corporate executive, from her expensive-looking suit to her tastefully understated makeup. She's obviously nervous, but she's hiding it well. She locks eyes with you and hesitates only slightly before speaking. By the by, for anyone unaware, Aztechnology is actually equivalent to Mexican and some parts of South America, because Aztechnology sort of took over that place and now runs it as its own sort of country. True Neutral, I presume? Herr Amstel told me that I could meet you here. He wasn't lying. He said that you had a job for me. She holds her silence a moment, then nods. Yes, I do. In truth, I am in desperate need of your help. Then, tell me what you need, Frau Mueller. She offers you a small smile. An assumed name, obviously. But I had been told that this is how you people do business. She straightens in her seat and tries on a smile. It hangs there for a second, then fades away. She sighs. From my accent, you have no doubt inferred that I am an Aztechnology. Further, you may have guessed who I work for. You tell me. I don't want to try guessing because I'm probably going to whiff it. Aztechnology. The only land-based corporation operating in Germany. I've been with the company for over a decade. Over the course of my employment, I've done a great many projects. From the innocuous to the obscene, my hands have touched it all. Never once did I question the wisdom of our research. Never once did I consider blowing the whistle on my employers. I kept my nose down, worked hard, and excelled at the tasks set before me. Yeah, I get it. Keep talking. Last month, I was transferred here from my homeland. Tenochtitlan. They told me that an employee of my caliber was needed in Berlin, and that I would be working on a project with wide-reaching applications. The only other detail I was given was the name of the project. Bloodline. Oh, that doesn't sound good. Yeah, Aztechnology plus blood magic equals bad juju to the 11th power. She looks you in the eye, and for the first time you can see the cracks in her composure. She's doing a good job of hiding it, but deep down this woman is terrified. Given Aztechnology, also not surprising. I have seen a great many terrible things in my life, Neutral. In Tenochtitlan, blood magic is commonplace. Take a moment to imagine what that means. In the underground markets, people are bought and sold as chattel. Street children are rounded up and bled like lambs. I witnessed all of these things by the age of 12. She takes a deep breath and lets it out slowly. Seeing such things, it changes you, makes you numb. But what I found when I arrived here was worse. This project, it horrifies me, True Neutral, and it must be stopped. Okay, then tell me everything you know about this hoodoo. She shakes her head. The less you know, the better, for the both of us. You'll just have to trust me on that. You need only know that it is evil, and that it is not a word I use lightly. If you won't tell me what this is, how do you expect me to put a lid on it? Simple. She leans in and looks you in the eye. I want you to bring the building down. The computers, the research data, the majors and the scientists that are working to bring this about this abomination. I want all of them burnt to ash and buried in the rubble. No compromises and no exceptions. Her tone softens. I am sure that you have unanswered questions. I am not in the habit of dealing with Shadowrunners. In truth, I've spent a majority of my career living in fear of you people. But I do know that you're the only ones that can get this done. So tell me, True Neutral, is there anything more that you need to hear from me? Or are you ready to make a decision? Paul Amsel is my rep in all of this kind of stuff. Why didn't you tell all this to him? I had to meet you in person, to look you in your eyes, and see the man behind the name. Now that I have done so, I am sure you are the one that I need. Naturally, I will send any further information about the job to her, and provided, of course, that you accept. What about innocent people that may or may not be in the building? None of us are innocent, True Neutral. But if you need to salve your conscience, rest assured that at the hour of your approach, the only personnel authorized to be on site will be security and senior members of the research team. And I assure you, neither are innocent in this matter. If the Bloodline project reaches completion, nobody will be safe ever again. It sounds like hyperbole, I know, but it isn't. The Bloodline Project will lead to countless deaths. I am certain enough of this to hire you, despite the fact that doing so will probably cost me my own life. Right. I am not exactly a demolitions expert, Frau Mueller. How am I supposed to level the building? You don't need to be. You just need to be a competent decker, which I am told you are. The facility is powered by a number of on-site generators. There are safeguards in place to prevent them from overloading in the event of a power spike. The system is designed to shut itself down, but I know how you can disable those safeguards. Once the generators begin to overload, you'll have a limited time to reach a safe distance. The explosion will be quite catastrophic. Okay, so what can you tell me about building security? I expect it to be tight. In addition to their standard security team, Aztechnology has taken out a night-errant high-threat response team contract to protect the building. Corporate doesn't seem to mind contracting a competitor for emergency response services. That should give you some indication as to the uniqueness of this project. At any rate, I believe that I've come up with a solution to the night-errant problem. I'll discuss the matter with your Herr Rams, if you decide to take the job. What's the pay like? 36,000 new, as I told you, Herr Ramsel. That's what I have allocated for the job. That's fair. It's better than fair. I've done my homework through neutral. Alright, and I've reached a decision. Yes, and? I'm taking the job, because a job is a job, and that's a lot of yen. Her face visibly brightens. In that case, it's a deal. I can't tell you how relieved I am, True Neutral. Thank you for helping me bring this nightmare to an end. I will iron out the remaining details with your Ramsel. He will want to talk this over with you anyway, I'm sure. You are a good man, True Neutral. You are saving more lives than you know. That's nice. Oi, Blitz. As you approach Blitz, he gives you an easy smile. Hey, Chief, what's up? Talk to you later, Blitz. Fine, that's a non-thing. So, okay. Next order of business. Hey, Elite. Thanks for the welcome. I'm looking for shinies. That's tempting. I thought these are consumables is what bothers me. So I have to buy extras every time I use one of these. Oh, that's nice. Combat medic. I am not wearing that. It's literally the only tempting thing. And the drones that are available. Looking at in terms of weapons, a grenade launcher, really shitty rifle, I mean, yeah, smart linked, but I think I should improve this. Oi, Ganari. I got cash and any weapons. Show me what you got. Jeez. Oh, hey, there's a taser. Pistol, pistol, pistol. Alright, machine guns, shotguns I can't use. A sniper rifle I could use. And at least a reasonable AR. That's not much better than my current one. This is what I want though, and I need a ranged combat improvement. That's a full-on, like, accuracy thing. That's a sniper with a... Jeebus. Okay, I have to check my karma real quick. Damn. That'd take a chunk to upgrade. That I don't have. Take one more look at this. Weapons. Scroll. Yowza, he's even got blades. But I'll do better in general with a even fractional advantage here, so that's 1K. Pop that off, pop that on. And there's my smart linked rifle. Here's hoping this thing does me better. And, well, hey, Sam? Welcome back, my friend. Your donations have been extremely helpful. Thanks to your assistance, many of the Kreutz Bazaar's poorest residents will be able to ride out the winter in comfort. What can I do for you today? Let's talk about your organization. Double check whether or not you're accepting donations. Thank you, friend, but no. We have grown as much as I am comfortable with for 1 year, and you have done quite enough already. I know that you have positively impacted the lives of a great many Kreutz Bazaar residents, True Neutral. Be proud of that fact. Okay, then let's talk about something else. Very well, if you wish, what would you like to talk about? I'm just passing through. Okay, now I remember, I've, gotten a, donation level that'll get a civic center soon. A much better place to do the things, and basically a great honking YMCA with my name on it. Hey! Okay, Paul. What's the deal? Welcome back, True Neutral. How did the meeting with Frau Muller go? I accepted the job. Any ideas how to tackle this nonsense? Yes, a few. Frau Muller has provided us with detailed information on the facility. I have visited the information, and it seems to hold up. Based on this intel, I have formulated what I believe will be an effective strategy in bringing down the building. According to Muller's intel, the facility is extraordinarily well guarded. Whatever this bloodline project is, the Azis have spared no expense to defend it. The facility is controlled by Aztechnology's internal security personnel. On their own, they would pose a challenge, but I don't doubt that you could brute force your way through them. Unfortunately, they will not be on their own. Aztechnology has purchased one of Knight Errant's more expensive security contracts as an additional line of defense. That's not good, given Knight Errant combined with Aztechnology would just be too much to put up with, really. No, it is not. Knight Errant is too dangerous to take out directly. But if we were to compromise their comlinks, we could at least partially mitigate this danger. I've pulled some strings with an old contact of mine, and he's provided me with the address of a small software developer, OTK International. They write firmware updates for Knight Errant's comm systems, and their defenses should be considerably weaker than Aztechnology's. My contact has informed me that OTK stores an off-site hard copy of every firmware update it develops for data security purposes. My suggestion is this: you hit the offices of OTK International and reduce their computers to slag. In the interim, I will have a hard copy of the next update replaced with a compromised version. When OTK's next update goes live, our compromised version will be pushed out to Knight Errant. When you hit the Aztechnology facility, I'll be able to track Knight Errant via their comlinks. This should make the run much more manageable. He fishes in his pocket for something. A moment later, he produces a corporate ID with your face on it. This will get you through the front door of the office marked that contains OTK International. My contact was only able to provide me with the one card, so you'll need to let the rest of your team in through a side door. Alright, sounds like that would work. Very good. OTK's offices aren't far from here. You should take the U-Bahn there when you're ready. Right, okay, that's that job. Okay, I think this needs some thought processes just to figure out, do I watch the videos now, or do I head ram the Marks X run and pray, and then afterwards is the OTK thing, which is probably going to need all kinds of planning. So this sounds like a sneaking mission rather than a smashing mission. Anyhow, Dante needs scritches, and if you people enjoyed my runabout and general chattering back in the Kreutz Bazaar, along with planning some pretty hefty corporate sabotage, feel free to throw a like at the video, leave a comment of some flavor, or maybe even subscribe to the channel. And until next time, I will see you all around the internet.